is up, everybody? We got a little Bentley Cam action to kick off the evening here, and an awesome show lined up for you guys tonight. We got new stuff. We got some back stuff that we're going to be digging through tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun looking at cool comics, laughing, crying perhaps, and I don't know, something else. See you guys in a second.
It's comic book time. Splash pages lit, storyline prime. MCU 5D season the game. Page being on, saying nothing the same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Compin, and we got Mr. Bentley here to say hello to you guys tonight. Bentley Cam, if you're having a bad day, or if you had a bad day, or you got something going on, let this guy cheer you up. He's always very friendly, and I just think if everybody had a dog, the world would be a better place, because dogs are just so friendly and they want to please you, and they just take all that stress off of your shoulders at the end of the day. Now, Bentley, he does the exact opposite for me because he smells like crap, don't you? You smell like crap. It literally, your face smells like you were digging your head in fecal matter, and I just kissed you, which means I now smell like fecal matter too. That's right. All right, I think you need to come off the table before you fall. Whoa. Stop it. Get out of here. He doesn't even care. He just ran off. He didn't even react to me. I'm just kidding, buddy. You go lay down in your bed. Go lay down in your bed. All right, welcome back to Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Compin. Shut up! You shut up! I'm my freaking dog! I'm good at my producer, too. Jay, get out here and say hello. Do it right now.
Bro, the anger's so high, it's blowing out your mic, man.
It's not anger, it's excitement.
Your excitement is blowing out the mic. I can't hear what you said.
I just wanted you to say hi to everybody.
What's going on, everyone? Great to be back.
Yeah, it's always great having you. Everybody always tells me at conventions, they're like, you and Jay have the best chemistry together. And I'm like, we were once tango partners, right?
Yeah.
If they ever remade Tango and Cash, it would star me and Jay.
Yes.
All right. I could totally pull off the Sylvester Stallone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't mind being Kurt Russell.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. Kurt Russell right there, Jay. All right. Let's get this show on the road here. As always, you spend $25 with me. You get to spin the wheel. You spend $50 with me. And as long as you're located within the United States, you will get free shipping on your order. Now, if you shopped with me last week, I first want to say thank you very much, because we are in a period right now where I will not have a convention for about 6 weeks. And that is a long time to go without a convention. And so the reason is because conventions are mainly where I make my money. And yesterday I did my taxes for 2025, and I kind of realized that things were a little bit down last year in the live sales. So right now I'm really counting on you guys to kind of help me through this period here. And this is not an indication of anything, like I'm not, trying to say anything. All I'm saying is if you see something that you want right now, feel free to claim it. If you need a little extra time, I'll work with you. But if I show you stuff and you're like, we're not into this, Onrie, bust out something different, please let me know what you're looking for. I want to help you find what you're looking for. I have so much stuff down here, and it's not doing me any good keeping it here. I want you to have what you're looking for. I want to help you curate your collection. I want to make your life better, damn it. All right? So freaking bouts of comics, idiot, moron! All right, there we go. Let's get the show on the road. Here we go. Was that enough excitement, Jay? Was that good?
That was fantastic. I was just going to add also, folks, I love the tight-knit group we have here, but if you know of any other comic book buying fans out there, Anybody who you think would enjoy this show, please share it out. Let's fill up this room for Onrie.
Agree. And if you message your friend and you say, hey, idiot, come and stop on this show, moron, and they come on here and they buy something, I will give them and you 5% off your order tonight. How's that sound? You got to refer someone and be like, hey, this idiot's with me. And I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm giving you 5% off and I'm giving them 5% off. It's an automatic 5% off. How's that sound?
The double dummy deal.
It's the double dummy deal. And if you got a triple dummy deal, I'll take 10% off. How's that sound? The rule of threes. You know the rule of threes? Jay?
Please explain it.
Well,
Other than death comes in threes.
what's up?
Other than death comes in threes.
Hey,
Bring it down.
but you want to know something else that comes into three? Uncanny X-Men 300.
Hey-o!
And we have it right here. Uncanny X-Men 300 foil cover going for just $3 tonight. John Romita Jr. on the cover. Uncanny X-Men 300, $3. It's yours. You know you want it. So shut up and buy it already, idiot. It's right here. Okay? You guys know I'm a master salesman. And the reason why I'm so good at what I do is if you don't buy the book, I'm going to your house and kill you. I won't do that, I promise. I won't kill you. What? Was that a threat? We're going to have to take me off the air soon?
Nah, everybody knows you're just joshing.
Who's Josh?
I don't know. I've never understood that phrase myself.
I never understood either. All right, Fantastic Four 194 is going to go for $3. $3. See the rule of threes again. $3 on Fantastic Four 194, and Thing is fighting Diablo. El Diablo. $3. Captain America 325. He's fighting the Slug. Stop it. Oh, wait. He's not fighting the Slug. Nomad's kicking the crap out of the Slug. You got Mike Zeck on this one. And if you got Mike Zeck on cap, you really can't go wrong. $3 on this, too. The rule of threes applies to most of these books on the bottom row here. I have Infinity Crusade #1. Infinity Crusade #1 is going to go for $3 as well. Another really awesome foil cover here. We got Ron Lim on the cover. $3 on this bad boy. Let's move it.
That's a clever tagline on that book, by the way.
Let there be light.
Yep.
Why?
Because it's a shiny foil.
Huh?
Because it's a shiny foil.
Oh. Ah. You. All right. I have Wolverine #50. We got a die cut cover here, and it's going to go for $3. I have like a bazillion of these. This is going to go for $3. So more than one person can claim it. Next up, I got Batman Man-Bat by Jamie Delano and John Bolton. This is an Elseworld story. It's going to go for $3 as well. Incredible Hulk 267 is $3 tonight. $3 on this. Uncanny X-Men 198. We got Chris Claremont and Barry Windsor Smith. This is going to be $3 on this. G.I. Joe #80. This is going to go for $3. Fantastic Four 247. We got $3 on this. This is a really great issue, by the way. It's part of John Byrne's run, and this is where Dr. Doom takes back control of Latveria. Great issue. $3 on this. And then I got Absolute Superman #1, cover A, going for $25 tonight. Or I'll take a best offer. You want Absolute Superman? This is the first appearance of the character. Feel free to jump on this. This is a great series. I actually like Absolute Superman the most. A lot of people are like all about Absolute Batman. I actually really appreciate Absolute Superman the most. In terms of art and story, I think it has the best direction. Amazing Spider-Man 329. That's going to go for $3. And this is also the first appearance of Cosmic Spidey. $3 on this. You really can't go wrong with that. Berserker #1, we got the Mark Brooks variant foil cover, and this is going to go for $3 as well. And then we got the Battle Beast blind bag. This is going to go for $25 or best offer as well. It is sealed. If you want, I'll open it for you on the air. What's up, Sergeant CJ? We got Chris Dyskull in the house. Who else we got? We got Brandon in the house. What else we got here? Zach's in the house. We got Kenneth Bird in the house. We got a nice little crew here. This is good. This is good. All right. New acquisition, new set I want to show off here. I have the 4-issue series of Nightcrawler by David Cockrum. We got #1, #2, #3, and #4. And we're going to do this today for $12. $12 on Nightcrawler, 1 through 4. That's the whole miniseries from Marvel. And then I got Omaha, the Cat Dancer, the first trade. We're going to do this for $15. And then I have A Fistful of Pain, which I've been showing off multiple times. It's got a really cool die-cut cover. It's kind of like a martial artsy story about 2 sisters who are fighting over their pet dragon. It's a very stylized book. Very cool. Comes with a neato bookmark. I only have 1 copy in stock. This is going to go for $45 tonight, which is the price of the book. And these hardcover bound books, guys, I'm going to tell you, are not cheap to produce, especially if they're die cut like this. This is a 1-in-1 kind of special deal here. And I highly recommend you guys give it a shot if you're into independent stuff. Over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be showcasing more independent books because I've been getting a lot of stuff from Kickstarter. So I really want to show other creators that there's demand for their work on here, especially the independent guys, because it's really hard as an independent to get your books distributed in comic shops. And a lot of times, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, it's kind of a dead end. And that's really why I don't really focus on getting my books distributed in retail shops, is because it's really hard to get seen. You know, a lot of comic shops run their business models off of things that they know are going to sell. And it's a much more complicated issue than most people understand. They're like, well, why don't they just stock our comics? You know, because at the end of the day, a retailer has to be able to pay their bills. Otherwise, they'll go out of business. So they have to stock the stuff that they know are going to sell. And they know that Batman and Spider-Man and Superman and Daredevil and all these Marvel and DC characters are going to sell. But a lot of shops also do a better job of curating independent stuff. But, you know, it's mostly coming from publishers like Image, who are honestly not independent anymore. They're actually much, much larger. And, you know, Dark Horse. And you still got a lot of those big names, like, you know, the big name creators who are working at Marvel and DC. They're going over to Image and getting their stuff published. Guys like who are working on books like this, they're not coming with that name power or that name recognition. They're doing it all themselves, just like I am. And it's really hard to get out there and noticed. So I like to think of what I do on here as kind of like a small vehicle to help some creators get their work out there and get other people to talk about the stuff that they're doing. So please consider it. And again, I know $45 is a big ask on an independent book, but you can't go wrong with this. And Jay, it sounds like you have something you want to say.
I can vouch for that. I actually have that. That's from Comics Tribe. And y'all, if y'all are looking for a small independent publisher to check out, Comics Tribe has so many, not only the hardcovers that are beautiful, but the stories are just awesome. They have horror books like Sink, written by John Lees. I know a lot of people know who John Lees is. That book right there is Ryan K. Lindsay, I believe, who also wrote a crime surf noir for Comics Tribe called Chum. That's amazing. I have a ton of Comics Tribe stuff, folks. I will vouch for this company. Tyler James and the whole crew over there are amazing. That book is beautiful in person. Like, it looks good on camera, but trust me, the book is beautiful in person.
And let's dive a little deeper into the publisher too. So Tyler James has been publishing comics through his company Comics Tribe, but he's been doing a lot to give back to the community. He actually has a platform called Comics Launch, which teaches creators how to utilize Kickstarter. And the one thing that I have to say that I really respect about what he has built with Comics Tribe is he's built a comic book publishing platform that is not based on just like TNA books, which is what a lot of like some of the smaller micro publishers kind of run on, is, you know, books that are risque and nudie books and everything, because they know it's going to make them money because they have a built-in market for that. You know, these guys, I'm going to just tell you straight up, and you guys have seen me do Kickstarters before. It is very, very hard to do a Kickstarter when you're not appealing to a certain audience. And what Tyler has been able to do with his company is he's been able to go in and you know, tell the kind of stories that he wants to do, and has found a lot of success using the platform because he's found very creative ways to get people to come on there and check it out. And I'm telling you guys, I have boxes and boxes full of independent stuff from creators just like Tyler, who are just looking to get their stuff out there. So please consider this. This is a really great book to have. Again, it's a one-shot deal. Like, you're not going to be able to even get this in comic shops. This is why I'm bringing it to your attention. And so, yeah, give it a shot. What's up, Lorena? Good to see you.
They also have a Kickstarter going right now for a character called Epic, which is a teenage superhero who finds out that his weakness is pretty girls. Great story.
That's my weakness too, Jay.
I think that's most of our weaknesses.
Yeah, no, but it's like a serious weakness for me that really sucks. You know, I feel bad for him. And, you know, like, honestly, a lot of people, when they think about comics, their go-to is superheroes. They think that's it, you know? And really, it's up to the independents to go out there and tell the kind of stories that the bigger publishers wouldn't dare tell, because they're used to their platform and what they're doing with their characters. And not to say that there's anything wrong with Marvel and DC, Image, whatever. I mean, all these publishers are doing real good stuff, but there's so much talent in the industry that gets ignored, you know, that doesn't get recognized. And I think it's a travesty, honestly, but it's understandable. And part of the reason why I got into this in the first place was to help creators like this, because I've been doing it myself and I know what it's like. I'm one of them. I am one of these guys, you know. Going to conventions and selling books, the reason why I do it, I don't do it only because I love it. I learned to love it. But the reason why I do it is because I couldn't get distribution into comic shops. That's a very hard nut to crack. A lot of shops are not going to stock a book where they don't know the creators who are involved and they don't have any proven track record with the publisher. It's a big risk for them to take, because if they order heavy on that and the books don't sell, that's it. When we distributed Yusun Shin in 2011, we were spotlighted. We were featured in Comic Book Weekly, which was like a little magazine that came out. And we had really like low orders, despite me calling up over 500 retailers and telling them about our book. And I had some really negative feedback from some retailers. I mean, some of them were just like, you know, upset that I called them. Some of them were really, you know, apprehensive because I called on, you know, they just didn't want to hear from me. They didn't like that. They felt like it was a solicitation, right? You know, they don't want to deal with certain things. And even in the last 2 years, I went to Denver and I was visiting a couple comic shops, just trying to get Warline out there. And I remember going into one shop and I pitched them Warline, and the clerk looked at me very, very like dead in the eyes and said, "No, that's just not going to work. Sorry. Like we can't do it." You know, and you can't get upset about this, but you know, this is the comics, you know, that's the direct market. Not every shop is like Gen King where they want to stock everybody's stuff. The majority of shops are very selective of the books that they carry because they don't want to have it sitting in their store and not selling. And they really can't offer the resources to sell the book. Like, it's usually, most comic shops are usually run by one person who might have one or two people staffed, in the shop. At least this is what I notice in my local area. When you get into the city, it's a lot different because, it's much more congested. So usually you have a little bit more luck in bigger cities, but not every comic book shop, the majority of comic shops are located in small suburbs, so it's not very easy for comic shops to distribute work, and independent stuff. They have to sell what they know is going to sell. And you as the creator have to be very determined to want to distribute through them. And you have to constantly reach out to these retailers. You have to constantly build your network with them. And especially after everything that happened with Diamond, it's really difficult to get this stuff out there. So conventions have been the vehicle for me. And it is a lot of work going to all these conventions and doing all this stuff. But like guys like Tyler, they're using platforms like Kickstarter, which is also a tremendous amount of work. I mean, running a Kickstarter is probably one of the most agonizing, stressful things ever. I would take a convention over a Kickstarter any day of the week. Any day of the week. Because if you put me on a convention floor within 3 or 4 days, I'll make the money that I need to make over 15 days on Kickstarter. It's exhausting, and you have to constantly be out there doing the song and dance and everything. This is a lot of work. And to produce this kind of quality work after all the promoting and everything, honestly, you're wearing so many hats as an independent creator that your output is definitely reduced compared to some of these bigger companies, which has always been the reason why with my stuff, I was kind of trying to hone it in. I may not have a huge output, but I'm really focused on that one project I'm going to put out there, that one new book that I'm going to put out there. And it takes a lot to be able to do more than that. Some of these guys can do a lot more than what I can do. So just saying, give this a shot. This is a pretty cool book. I think it looks gorgeous. It's called A Fistful of Pain, and it's going for $45. Comes with a really cool bookmark. You're not going to be able to just go to your local comic shop and get this. Give it a shot. Consider it. All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we get back, I've curated an all-new collection for you guys. I stocked up on some stuff from North Shore Comics today. We're going to go dig through all of this, and we're going to have some fun. If you guys have any questions about this lower rack here, please, like I mentioned, all these books, a lot of them are going for just $3 right now. Yeah, you might have them, whatever. But if you don't, $3 is not a big ask on any of these books. Let me know. Let's make a deal here. I will see you guys in just a minute.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Hey, did you know that you're invited to an art gala? No, I mean the fun kind. It's SketchUp with Mog and Mel.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for joining us.
Featured guests talk about their new projects.
So it takes place in this fantasy world where the world is kind of lost its stories.
And life as an artist.
The hope was that you could make some amount of money when you exited art school.
While the ever-changing artist panel draws new works live in front of your eyes.
Oh, I like that. Working on this
And
shadow.
Sexy. Sex, dude.
You still got a little bit of time.
Ooh, Phil, that's dope, dude.
SketchUp with Mog and Mel. Thursday nights. Part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
Climb
You're watching Kickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right. We got a bag of awesomeness here. What's up, Jen? How you doing? Jen King in the house. We haven't seen Jen King in here in a long time. How was your show tonight? Hope you had a great show. All right. So I just got, I went over to Pete's today, North Shore Comics, my LCS. And I always stop there on Tuesdays to get my new comics early and to stock up on our shows because Pete has one of the best dollar bins in Chicago. And I found some really cool stuff. I didn't do a lot of stock up today, but if we have a good show tonight, I will be going to Dreamland Comics tomorrow in Vernon Hills to stock up for my Thursday show. And I will grab a bunch of stuff for you guys there. So we're going to start with the new stuff. Not a big batch here, but hey, it's something. And then I got a bunch of stuff that I've kind of curated, stuff that you guys haven't seen in a really long time, like books that have been sitting in my collection for over a year. We're going to give them another go, so we'll treat everything as it's all brand new stuff tonight. So let's kick it off with Batman Black and White number 4, which is going to go for just $2. Batman Black and White is a series of like short stories. And the first story in here is done by Brian Bolland. It's actually about the guy who killed Batman. And it's sort of like the death of Jesse James by the coward Robert Crawford or something. What was his name? Do you remember that movie, Jay? With
I know which one you're talking about, but I can never remember the second name.
Basically, like the hero, the badass gets killed by like, a very unlikely person, someone who's just really, sneaky and swarmy. So that's a really great short story. And they always put it in the back of The Killing Joke. This one is in black and white, which is pretty cool. So that's one of the stories you're going to get here. And I think that's really worth the price of admission, honestly. For only $2, you really can't go wrong. Let's see, what are the other stories they have here?
Robert Ford, by the coward Robert Ford.
Yeah. You got art by Kevin Nolan in here, Gary Gianni, Brian Stelfreeze, and Joe Duffy. This is really cool. There's a lot of awesome stuff here. This is going to go for $2. Yeah, Jen, be safe. How's the weather in Texas, by the way, guys?
Cold.
Yeah, I bet you it's not as cold as Chicago. How cold is it out there?
34 right now.
Do you want to know how cold it is here?
Oh, goodness. Go ahead. Hit me.
9 degrees outside.
No, see, that's a bank account balance. That ain't a temperature.
Yeah, that's a bank account balance. That's great. Yeah, it was so cold today. I took my friend she had a doctor's appointment, and she just went. She had a major surgery done in her abdomen, but prior to that happening, she actually slipped and broke her ankle. So and she's just had a continuous strain of bad luck over the last year. Her father died, then all this stuff happens. So she asked me to drive her to the doctor today. And so I had to wake up kind of early to drive her. And she was like, oh, I forgot coffee and I forgot my lunch. And I was like, all right, I'll go get you coffee. So Jen, you'll know this. I went to Old Orchard. Jen King and I actually used to work right across from each other. Back in my old retail days, I worked at EBX, which was a video game store. And I think Jen worked at Steve Madden, which was right across from it. So we both we never interacted with each other, but we were very close to one another. Anyway, so I went to Old Orchard today and I went to Starbucks over there. And my GPS was showing that it was the closest Starbucks. So I go over there and I have to walk. And I'm like, all right, it should be right at the entrance of Old Orchard. No, this Starbucks was deep in the crevices of Old Orchard. Old Orchard is this kind of big outdoor mall. And it's become a lot more vacated over the years because a lot of these big retail stores have closed down. But, there's still a charm to Old Orchard. So anyway, I get over to Starbucks and my hands were so cold by the time I got there. And then by the time I walked back to my car, my hand was blue. It was terrible. It is so freaking cold outside. Did you really? You served Barack Obama? You were Gloria Jeans. You were even closer to me. Gloria Jeans is like right next door to EBX. That is so funny. That's so funny. You served Barack Obama. Wow. Bill Murray stuck his head in our door once, but that was it. All right, I have Batman Devil's Asylum here by Alan Grant and, again, Brian Stelfreeze. Here's what's really cool about Brian Stelfreeze. Brian Stelfreeze was discovered by David Anthony Kraft, who was my co-writer and editor on Nissim Shin, which is really cool. And he did this Batman book. So this is Batman Devil's Asylum #1, and it's going to go for $2. I was very selective with what I picked up from Pete's today, and I think I got some good stuff here. I have Wonder Woman Future's End #1. It's a one-shot. It's got a $5 price tag on it. We're going to do it for just $2 right now. Keep it nice and easy. Poison Ivy, Cycle of Life and Death, #1 is going to go for $2. Batman Catwoman, #4. Not sure who did this variant cover here, but this is going to go for $2. Man Bat is off to Lorena.
I knew she'd like that one if she didn't have it.
She's really into the Elseworld stuff. She's Bentley just farted. Oh God. Oh. Dog. Oh, God, what the heck? So I started giving him eggs now, and like, you just ate the egg. How did it already come out your ass? He's like looking at me with like such sad eyes. Oh my God, I feel so bad. It's all right, Bentley. I'm gonna crop dust you tonight, buddy. Don't you worry.
Hey, Roberto.
God, Bentley, jeez.
You know, dog gas is bad enough, but you're gonna feed him eggs. I mean, kind of asking for
For his health, I want him to live a long time, but you know, jeez. Oh. All right, hold on just a second, guys. Detective Comics 556. Batman's making out with some chick. It's gonna go for $3. All right, back to $2 books. Spectacular Spider-Man 156. Spidey's Fighting Banjo. This is gonna go for $2. And then I have Spectacular Spider-Man 175. You know, we lost Sal Buscema this week. Sal Buscema illustrated both of these books, actually, and he actually illustrated a big chunk of Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, a lot of those books were done by him. And I know people who worked with Sal directly, and everybody's always said that he was the type of guy that would always come through for a deadline. He was very, very dependable, very, very good artist. Our entire industry has lost one of the great ones. So he had a really long life, 89. That's a good run, I think. You know, I would love to hit 89, you know, but nevertheless, when someone is gone, that's always a sad thing. This is gonna go for $4. Dude, it totally is cute, Canine Warfare. And you know what? He plays dumb with it too. Like it'll just come out his ass, and then he'll be like looking at you like, you know, he didn't do anything. Like, he just really does not. He's like, just looks at you like, what? I didn't do anything. And it's just like this cute little look on his face. But like something rancid came out of his butt, you know? Something terrible came out of there. And Poison Ivy, gotcha. Oh, Lorena, bless your heart. I love you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. All right, beautiful. Ha! Jay's out of the Super Bowl. All right, Ghost Rider Rides Again, #2. The original Ghost Rider, $2. The OG in the house. Going for $2. That's a cool cover. Flash Gordon, #1. Oh, I remember when this came out. This was actually written by Brendan Deneen, who is the publisher of Scout Comics. This came out back in 2008, I want to say. And I remember meeting with Brendan in his office in New York at the time. We were talking about doing some stuff with Isum Shin. And unfortunately, it never panned out. But it's still pretty cool that they were able to get a Flash Gordon comic out. It's going to go for $2 for Flash Gordon #1. All right. Now let's play the game. Does Nope have it in his collection? I have this variant cover of the Flash featuring Captain Cold on the cover. It's a Year of the Villain variant, and it is the Flash 75, and it's going to go for $2. Does Nope have this? Yes or no? What do you guys think? Put your bets down.
Guess in the chat, is that in Nope's Flash collection?
Is that in the Nope Flash collection? Our new game. All right,
Hold on just a second, Honor. You're kind of frozen here.
I'm frozen?
Yeah, hold on. You're clearing up now.
Okay.
Okay.
I can hardline in. It would just take me a second. Should I hardline in?
You're good. You're good for now. You're good now.
All right, let me know. I have Star Wars Adventures Destroyer Down going for $2. Looks like a pretty thick book to me. Whoa! It's not, and he's going to pass on it. Womp, 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 womp. Sorry. Zach, I hope you're okay with me playing that game. If you're not, just let me know. I'm just having fun here. I'm allowed to have fun. Ooh, this is a cool issue, actually. I can't believe this landed in my...
Oh, yeah, you're frozen on my screen again.
Okay, hold on.
All right, give it just a second here, folks.
Jay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I just started in and I had to turn off the Wi-Fi. So if I'm good, I'm going to continue.
Yep, you're good.
Awesome. All right, I have Wolverine 41. This is a really, really effed up issue of Wolverine. So check out what happens here. I'm going to spoil it for you. In this issue, Sabretooth is basically recruiting different versions of himself from various universes. And he's built an army of Sabreteeth. And that's why it's called the Sabretooth War. And he decides to go after Logan's family. And he ends up killing Logan's son. And what he ends up doing is actually really messed up. He writes out "Happy Birthday" in Logan's son's like limbs and stuff. It's pretty messed up. Such a good book. And I'm wondering, is this the first printing of this issue? Yes, it is. It is a first print. Wow.
So Lorena's going to take the Star Wars and the Wolvie. And I found out not too long ago that originally Sabretooth was called the Slasher, and he was an Iron Fist villain.
Yes. Well, he was his first appearance was an Iron Fist.
Huh.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Iron Fist 14, I believe, was Sabretooth's first appearance. I didn't know his name was the Slasher. Lorena, I got you on Wolverine 41. I also have 40 to go with it. Let me know if you want to add that as well before for the pair. And then I got Mighty Thor number 353, part of Walt Simonson's run. It's going to go for $2. I have Venom number 20. It's an Absolute Carnage tie-in. That's going to go for $2. Daredevil number 41. Legacy number 421, going for $2. I have Batman from Scott Snyder's run. Where's the other? Oh, stack here. No, it's not here. Okay, hang on just a second. Get this all in order. Let's put these up here. Your stuff's going pretty fast. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lorena. I'm glad you're here. All right, I have Civil War 3. We got a Thor variant here, but if you read Civil War, you will know that this is not Thor. This is Cyborg Thor, and he is super evil. He is terrible.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm. The clone that Tony Stark made, right?
Yes.
Ragnarok?
His name is Ragnarok?
I could swear his name was Ragnarok.
That's a pretty badass name for him. Civil War 3. Oh, Lorraine. That's a really cool variant too. And I think it's Ed McGuinness who did this cover, if I'm not mistaken. And the guy who graded on the back says it's a near mint, so that's pretty cool. Lorena, you are carrying the show on your shoulders today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Next up, I got Shadow of the Bat. I got a bunch of Shadow of the Bats. These are all really cool because they feature artwork by Brian Stelfreeze on the cover. I have issue 5, 6, 7, and 18. And these are going to go for just $8. And the Thor from earlier. Got you. Oh, you wanted the Thor from earlier. You didn't. Oh, no. She wanted the Civil War as well. Okay. Got you. Lorena just bought up all the new stuff, pretty much. Everything that I got that was new today. Thank you, Lorena. Batman 48. So this is the third to last issue of Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's run. This is really cool because this is actually kind of wrapping up the arc where Commissioner Gordon becomes Batman, which seemed like a really bad idea at first, but when I actually read it, I actually liked what they did with it. It was actually really good. This is going to go for just $2 right now for issue 48 of Batman. And that is all the new stuff that I have from Pete. But let's go through some of the other stuff I got, because I have new stuff from last week that, kind of got glossed over. And then I was coming across some other cool books that I had. All this stuff has just been sitting in the collection for far too long. I have Web of Spider-Man number 84. That's going to go for $2. Captain Marvel 46. I have actually 2 copies of it. One for just $2. Deathstroke the Terminator Annual number 1 from 1992. That's $2. I have the Fade Out number 1, number 2, and number 3. Anytime you can get anything that's done by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, you kind of owe it to yourself to have it in your collection. This is all really good stuff. That's going to go for $6 for those. Spider-Man 84. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 4. This is issue 968, 969, 970, and 971. And I'm going to do all of these for just $8 today for these Spider-Mans, featuring artwork by Pepe Larraz, John Romita Jr., and all written by Joe Kelly. This is part of the current run of Spider-Man, which is now on issue 20. When I went to the comic shop, I paid cover price for every single one of those books. You guys can get them all now for just $2 a pop. Superman number 206 and number 207. This is from Jim Lee and Brian Azzarello's For Tomorrow run, which is a really great Superman run. This is going to go for $4 for these 2 issues of Superman. Iron Man 138, In the Darkness Dwells the Dreadnought, $2. That's awesome. Likes and supports are priceless. Nick, we hope you're doing well too, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Always good to see you, man. The Champions number 4 is going to go for $2. The Iron Man Annual number 7 is $2. The Amazing Spider-Man Official Index number 6 is $2. Starfire number 2 is $2. Static Season 1 number 3 is $2. What's up, Katrina? How you doing? So, Katrina, I have an interesting story to tell you about Grand Rapids Comic-Con. I went to their website today to see what's going on about the November show. And they were like, all the table space is sold out. And I'm like, wait, I didn't even renew yet, and the table space is already sold out? Like, how is that possible? So I filled out the form for the wait list, and then I shot them an email, and I'm like, hey, I was there last year. This is an important show for me. I'd like to come back for the November show, and I just want a corner table or a corner booth like I had last year, and I just would like to know if there's anything else that's available. And they came back to me and said that they actually didn't put everything up for. They didn't open up the registration yet, so it's actually opening up on Friday. So on Friday, I got to go back on and fill that out again. But hopefully, we'll be able to get in this year. So that's the hope. War of the Worlds number 37 is $2. Vision and Scarlet Witch number 2 is $2. No, I don't know. It's just what they put on their website. I have no idea what's going on yet. We'll find out on Friday. Black Order number 1 is $2. Got some Captain America here. I have Captain America 290 going for $2. I have All New Wolverine number 5. I'll do this for $1 if anybody's interested. Uncanny X-Men 306. I'll do that for $1 too. Doom Patrol 41 and 46 and 47 going for just $6. It's sold out, but not sold out. Who knows? We'll find out on Friday. Hopefully, we can get in. So the Wolverine and the X-Men up top here going for just $1 for anybody who's interested. And then I got a really killer Avengers run here, tiny run. I have 150, 177, and 287 going for $6. The Indie Comics talk.
At the beginning, when we were talking about indie comics and Kickstarter and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, we talked all right. I talked my ear off. Very passionate. You should go back to the very beginning where I threatened to come over to your house and yell at you, or death threats were made if you didn't come over and buy comics on the show. Yeah, it was really good. Very passionate. Thundercats number 3 is going to go for $2. $2 on Thundercats 3. Freudian slip there. Iron Man number 217, $2 on this. I have some Harley Quinn stuff. Can we please find a Harley Quinn fan? There's got to be a Harley Quinn fan out there. Harley Quinn 63, 64, 66, and 68. Here's what I'm wishing for, okay, guys? I'm going to put this energy out into the universe right now. Just like we sold all those Flash books to Zach Nope at one point, now we've completed his Flash collection. He's got every Flash book you can imagine. Yippee for him. But I hope that there's somebody out there who really likes Harley Quinn books But not only that, okay, not only that, I really hope that there's someone out there who likes Harley Quinn books and their name just happens to be Sarah Connor. If that's the case, my life will be complete. All I need is a Sarah Connor customer. That will really make me so happy. All right. It'll be good for the experience too. Does anybody know a Sarah Connor? I will give Sarah Connor 5% off her order and free shipping if she comes on this show right now and claims these books. All four for $8. But your name has to be Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor. Batman Who Laughs number 7 is going to go for $2. Wow, that's terrible. About the Kickstarter getting rejected. That sucks. Okay. Lorena, you called this cap 290. If I give you this 325 and take $1 off and do both of them at 4, would you take it as well? Let me know. So it's these 3 at 6. I got you. And if you added that Captain America, it'd be 4. Okay, sweet.
Onrie's out here making bundaroos.
Oh, I'll do it for you too. Anybody who wants a deal, come on up. Come and shop for me. I have another Captain America here. Number 277. Cap fighting Baron Zemo. I'm gonna go for $3, but Lorena, if you want to add it, I'll do it for another $2. But since Lorena's shopping with me and doing all this stuff, I'll knock an extra $1 off for Lorena. Sweet. It's out. Cap is gone. All right. I have Batman number 158, the first part of Hush 2. I will do this tonight for I had it at 10, I'll do it for $8. Anybody wants it, it's just $8. Obnoxio the Clown versus the X-Men number 1, that's going to go for $2. Web of Spider-Man 103 is going to go for $2. And let's play our game. Ding, 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 ding. You guys ready? Does Nope have these Flash books? I have Flash number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. This is from Mike Barron and Butch Geiss's run. This is going to go for $8. Does he have it? And will he pass on him if he doesn't? $8.
Place your bet, folks.
Place your bet.
Nope have it.
What's that?
I said, does Nope have this Flash?
Yeah, does he have it? And if he doesn't, does he have these? 765 and 766. $4 on these two. Does he have it, folks? We need a theme song for Does Nope have it? Yes or no?
Hold on, Onrie. I got you, boss. I got you.
Right here. All right. Spider-Man and Wolverine number 5. This has been actually a pretty interesting run. I think it's a lot of fan service. It's a ton of fan service. But when you have Kara Andrews on it and Mark Guggenheim, it's kind of like entertaining fan service. I wouldn't say it's particularly anything deep in terms of like content, but it's not bad either. And there's some interesting villains that are introduced here. There's a lot of multiverse stuff happening in the current run. This one is more about digging into Spider-Man's past and how Wolverine ties into it. Potentially, this is going to go for just $2 for issue 5. Really fun read. It's just a fun comic. Strange number 3 is going to go for $2. Dread Rules number 2. This is a really cool looking book here. I really like the cover stock of this. It's pretty thick. It's like a card stock. And it's a beautiful book. Really nice interiors on this. It's going to go for $2. Katrina can't bet. He lost her $1 to the kid yesterday. Gotcha. Captain Carter. We have issues 3 and 4 of Captain Carter. This is going to go for $4. Whoa! Oh my God! Oh my gosh! He's doing it. We got flashed. Whoa! Guilt trip, folks. We have guilt tripped him. I can't believe it. Yeah, of course you can build the box, dude. No, you can't build a. I turned it off. Oh, the battery must be dead. No, you can't build a box. Damn it! Everything must be paid now in full. Now. Yeah. We have a new club that I've been kind of toying with here, guys. And Katrina knows all about this club here.
Is it the Warline Cub Club?
No.
Oh.
All right, check it out. I'm going to start advertising for this on my next show here when I'm not on the experience. But it's called the Kickin Kids with the Z Club.
Ooh, Z, so it's serious.
What do you guys think? And the acronym is KK.
Oh, no!
What do you guys think? It's like the Kickin Kids Club, the other KKK, you know? Like the good KKK. And like, if you join, I'll send you like a special mask. All right. It's going to be completely white. And I'm going to make little, hold on. Stop. Not yet. You can't cancel me yet. I got to finish the idea. I'm going to send you a white mask. I'm going to make little holes for the eye sockets. And then you guys can design your own, masks. You can color them, or you could just keep them white and like wear them and like, go around and tell everybody that you're part of the KKK.
Nope, this is the one for the year. Can't do it.
I thought all 10 minutes about this idea, and it just got rejected on here. I'm really upset about that. Well, there's a whole bunch of other bad ideas I have out there. All right. Incredible Hulk number 303 and 304. This is going to go for just $4. Canceled in January, just at the end of January. Well, it's a good idea, guys. It's the Kickin Kids Club. KKK. What's so bad about that? I don't get it. I don't understand. Batman, Superman, Future State number 1 is going to go for $2. All right, you know what? I'm going to need to take a minute here and contemplate this. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we get back, I am going to show off the most epic FOMO books you guys have ever seen. If you saw tonight's preview of what I'm showing off tonight in terms of FOMO books, you are not going to want to miss out on these. There's some really awesome books here that I do not come across very often. I will see you guys in a minute.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. could be doing anything. The fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience. FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com. Twitch, it's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
You're watching Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
I don't know about you guys, but I actually thought the Conan Kids Club is a good idea. I'm actually kind of offended that you guys didn't, you guys laughed at my idea. I like to work really hard. I work really hard to come up with ideas. And you guys just laugh in my face. That's the Conan Kids Club.
Like you were Ezra Miller in the Fomo video, man.
You should just do that now.
It's Fomo time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my god, shut up already.
All right, I'm over it. Hearing Ezra Miller cry just makes me realize I don't want to come off sounding like a wiener, Not a sore loser here, okay? Some of you guys don't appreciate good ideas. It's not on me, that's on you, okay? Conan Kids Club, the other KKK. It's been percolating in my head since November. It has. Tom Hutchinson, he saw potential in it, and I got a smirk out of him. So, Tom is a very hard guy to make laugh. So if I got a smirk out of him, I think I did pretty good. Okay? All right. Incredible Hulk 221, our first FOMO book tonight by Valadar and Joe Rubenstein. Hulk fighting Stingray. This is issue 221, and I'm going to do it for just $3 tonight. So $3. And Katrina doesn't tell me no. I have Moon Knight number 29. Moon Knight number 29 is going to go for $5. Avengers 226 is going to go for $3. Avengers 226 is $3. Conan the Barbarian 114 is $3. Swamp Thing number 48 is $3. Iron Man number 131. I remember seeing this cover when I was a kid, and I always thought it was such a badass cover. Bob Layton on the cover, issue 131, Hulk versus Iron Man. It's going to go for $5 today. And then I have the king size annual X-Men number 6. Storm is a vampire, going for $3. Now, the final 3 FOMO books for tonight are super epic, because I have Just Imagine Stan Lee's takes on various DC characters, starting with Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. This is really awesome stuff here. And I am going to do each of these for $5 a pop. $5 a pop for the Just Imagine Stan Lee's take on DC characters. These books came out right around the time that Marvel launched its Ultimate Universe for the first time. And it was a really interesting take on, the whole idea of, a reimagining of DC characters, because it took them a very long time to come in and do this absolute thing. DC didn't want to follow suit with Marvel with their Ultimate line. They were actually very apprehensive about it at first. They were like, we're not going to do this because it's just, we can do better, and we're just going to keep going the route we're going to go. I think now that DC has done that, what DC has done with the Absolute line now has actually been a long time coming, and they actually took the concept of Ultimate and took it to a whole new level. It wasn't just like, hey, we're going to do this and regurgitate it. And, it was interesting. I had a conversation today with somebody at Pete's about the Absolute line, and his opinion was a lot of that stuff is just overrated. Like, Scott Snyder's writing is a little bit overrated, and the whole take on the Absolute Universe is overrated. I am going to say this. It might be overrated, but it is exactly what Western comics needs right now, and I'll tell you why. Jim Lee recently came out and said that, manga is crushing Western comics. And it's true. More kids are reading manga, or manga, whatever, all right, as opposed to regular Western comics, the real stuff, okay? Let's just call it the real stuff. And I'll tell you why they're reading manga is because there's no words in manga. Sorry, I'm a Western comics fan. If you're a manga fan, go watch another show, you idiot. No, I'm just kidding. I have nothing against either form. But the one thing that I think is has the potential to turn the tides for Western comics is the Absolute line, and especially Absolute Batman. My nephew was here on Sunday, and he's a big anime fan, huge anime fan. And the one thing that all these kids are actually potentially interested in reading is Absolute Batman. And Absolute Batman has been crushing it in terms of sales. So, I think what DC has done here is actually really great. The Stan Lee stuff, these are more like one-shot stories. And they're very different takes on the DC characters themselves. But especially the Batman's really interesting. So Joe Kubert wrote this, or illustrated this, and Stan Lee wrote it with Michael Uslin and Sibin Slavkovic. Sorry. So Michael Uslin, for those of you guys who don't know, was the producer of the 1989 Batman movie. So the first Tim Burton movie, and he wrote this. Just Imagine Stan Lee. So I think what Stan Lee did here was he came up with the concepts of these characters. And so what he did with Batman was he gave him an actual bat suit, and he changed his origin story around. He is not someone who came from money. He was actually very poor, and he was in jail. And it was when he was in jail that he learned how to fight and do stuff, and he had a pet bat, and eventually he becomes Batman. And another cool thing is he made Batman black, which I thought was really cool. and his costume was more like a bat. Like he actually looked like a big man-sized bat. I could have seen them going further with this, and it's really cool because again, you got Joe Kubert, illustrating this. You really can't go wrong with it, and it's just a one-shot story. It's going to go for $5. So I have the Just Imagine Stan Lee's Batman and the Just Imagine Stan Lee's Superman, each going for $5. I didn't read the Superman one, but of course he kind of looks like Homelander, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He looks a lot like Homelander.
How many of those did he do? Didn't he also do a Green Lantern one?
He did a Green Lantern. I think he did Flash, and then he did a Justice League, like a Justice League story, and then they did like a Crisis, and then they stopped it, and then I think like in 2020 they brought it back for like a one shot deal type of thing. It's interesting what they did with it. All right, I have Alien number 5. That's going to go for $2. Alien number 5. So those are your FOMO books. I'll give you guys a second here. DC Questionnaire Insert Comics from 1978. Are you talking about like those Who's Next books? I know I had them before. I don't know if I have them right now this instant. I'd have to really go and dig for that. But I'm willing to do that. I mean, not necessarily now, but I'm willing to do that for you on my off time when I'm not on the air, Steve and Spock. No, that's not what you're looking for. Send me an example. Like, can you just paste a link of like what one of those covers looks like? If anything, I could be on the lookout for it. All right, and as far as everything else on the board goes, I'm assuming no one else is interested, so I'm going to put all this stuff away, and we're going to keep moving here. We're having a pretty good night here. Keep going. Keep things moving. I have Deathlock the Demolisher number 32 going for $2. The Vision from Tom King number 12 going for $2. Guardians of the Galaxy number 15. We got a Rob Liefeld variant cover here. It's going to go for $2. Another Rob Liefeld foot problem over here. He's got 2 left feet, clearly. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 5 is $2. Dark Crisis Young Justice number 3 is $2. Shazam number 2 is $2. Let me take the Batman left down. Let's see if I can maybe complete that run there. Refrigerator Full of Heads number 4 is $2. Spider-Man number 9, number 10, and number 11. This is going to go for $6 right now. $6 for these. Those are some really awesome books right there. Todd McFarlane on them. Okay, sent me an IG with the photo. Let's take a look.
Nick will take the Conan.
Awesome. What's up, Nick? Did I show off the which Conan is he taking? The Fomo-Conan? Yeah? Was that the only Conan I showed?
I think that's the only Conan you showed.
I have another. The reason why I asked is because I was about to show off another Conan book. I have Conan the Barbarian, the king size annual number 3, going for $2. Let me know if you want to add that too, Nick. All right, and I have refrigerator full of heads. Nick, if you're looking for Conan books, I have a bunch. And just so you know, the stuff that you ordered for me last week, it was shipped out today. I'm not sure if we're Facebook friends, but if you add me on Facebook, I can send you your tracking number for your latest package. Okay, you'll add that too. Would you like me to show off a bunch of Conan books for you? Cool. I have a big stack of Conan books. I'd be more than happy to show them to you. Adventures of Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, book 4 of 4 is going to go for $2. I have Guardians of the Galaxy number 28 going for $2. We're going to take a little bit of a detour here for a second. Show off a bunch of Conan books for our good friend here. I have Conan 111. I'll do that for $2. Conan, I think this is like Conan no, this is just a Conan reboot from Marvel in the 90s. That's going to go for $6. That's going to go for $2, and 13 is $2. And then I have King Conan number 2, number 6, number 17, number 18, and number 19. If you're interested in all of the King Conans, they're going to go for 10. All of these are going to go for 2. If you want to clear me out, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 books here. It'd be 16. I'll knock it down to 15 for you. Let me know if you're interested. I think I have some more Conans here. Give me 1 second.
Nick's going to take all those Conans you just showed.
Oh, sweet. Okay, great. What if I got another Conan here? I have one more Conan if you're interested. Number 112 for $3. So it'd be 18 for everything. I'm going to show that off again. That is this book right here. I just found that right now. If you want to add this one, it's an extra $3. All right, I have Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and the Black Widow number 57 going for $2. Marvel Knights Punisher number 1 is $2. Hellboy Makoma number 2 of 2 is $2. Vigilante number 17 is $2. All right, we'll throw it in. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you, man. You're on a Conan binge, huh? One of the retailers I'm going to go shop with tomorrow might have a bunch of Conan stuff. If you want to let me know what you're looking for. Is it just anything Conan? Defiant, the story of Robert Smalls, Volume 1 from Stranger Comics. That's going to go for $2. That's pretty cool. Ultimates, number 10. This is from the current Ultimates run. It's going to go for just $2. Spider-Girl number 1 is $2. I Am Batman number 1 is $2. Secret Empire Free Comic Book Day, that's going to go for $2. Silver Surfer Ghostlight number 4 is $2. Cosmic Ghost Rider number 3 is $2. Unnatural Order number 1 is $2. Captain America 696. This is part of Mark Waid and Chris Samnee's run. This is a pretty interesting run of Captain America books. I actually really enjoyed it. I have the full run of this. This is going to go for just $2. It ends on kind of a weird note, but I mean, it was still pretty good. Let This One Be a Devil. This is a Dark Horse series. We got issues 1 and 2 going for just $4. $4 on that. Natural Order. Vault. Up to Nick. Oh, no. That's Mr. Note. Sorry. Zach. Barbaric versus Deathstalker, number 1. It's a one-shot. It's going to go for $2. I have a bunch of Something is Killing the Children books. I have Something is Killing the Children 37, 38, 39, and number 40. I will do all 4 for $8. $8 on those. Knights versus Samurai number 1. We got a Todd McFarlane variant on Mr. DeSmulchin's comic book series. He's an actor. You guys have seen him in he was Polka Dot in Suicide Squad. David DeSmulchin. This is his comic book series. We got issue 1 of Knights versus Samurai. Going for just $2.
That guy has played so many comic book characters, it's ridiculous.
Who else did
he was also I think the character's name's Abracadabra or Abracadabra in the Flash series. He played oh goodness, now I'm blanking on all of them. He's done quite a few comic book characters and been in a bunch of comic book movies.
Well, there you have it. Daredevil number 8. This is part of Charles Soule's run. It's going to go for $2. Ironheart Bad Chemistry number 1 is $2. Nick Fury versus Fing Fang Foom number 1 is $2. Kaboom number 3, $2 on this. Berserker number 10 is $2. Storm number 2, we got a cool foil cover. That's $2. Morbius Bond of Blood number 1 is $2. Jay, I was going to ask you, what do you think? So we saw the Masters of the Universe trailer. The reason why I was thinking of Jared Leto just now was because of the Morbius.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of people complaining about it being Skeletor, but he looks fine in Skeletor. I don't see what the complaint is.
I think Skeletor looks awesome, and yeah, he was the henchman in Dark Knight. David DeSmulchin was
in Dark Knight.
I know a lot. There's some people, just like movies nowadays. That's just how it is. People are like either really, really up on something or they're really down on it. For me personally, I loved the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe. I know the problems that they had with it. This one, I'm excited about it because it looks like we start off on Earth and we're going to spend most of the movie on Eternia. And they didn't pull the whole, he doesn't know he's Prince Adam. Like he doesn't have amnesia or anything. He knows who he is. And it looks like a lot of fun.
I think it's going to be so great. I can't wait for it. And I'm so taking the kids to it. It's actually coming out on the weekend of Max's graduation. So I'm actually going to Phoenix Fan Fusion that weekend. But when I get back, I'm so taking the kids to go see Masters of the Universe. I cannot freaking wait.
Yeah, that movie looks like it's going to be a blast. And you know, and nope, I get that too, but it's like it's kind of one of those things where we're not seeing Jared Leto's face, you know?
I agree, and I think he can pull this off. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not really tired of him because I haven't really watched a lot of movies with him in it. He just seems like he's completely like removed from reality, kind of.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the third Tron movie? Because Alan really liked the third Tron movie, but everybody else has been complaining about it.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. All I know is I just want him one time. Just one time to say, until we meet again.
I so hope we get that. And we will. And he's got to run off. He's got to run off like the screen like that, you know? I can't wait. All right. I have Fantastic Four versus the X-Men, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And this is going to go for $6. Superman number 74 and Adventures of Superman 497 and Superman Action Comics 684. These are a lot of this is 3 of the 7 parts of the Death of Superman. And these books are all normally $5 a pop. I'm going to do them all for just $2 a pop right now. So it's $6. You're getting 3 for the price of 1, essentially. This book in particular, I remember buying it for my collection was $10. I kid you not. And actually, the Death of Superman was really well done. I really like that run. Lone Ranger, The Haunted Mine from Gold Key, $2. Got some Gold Key action here. Hawkman number 1. This is the start of Jeff Johns and James Robinson's run. Illustrated interiors by Rags Morales. I would say this is the series that really put Hawkman on the map. This is going to go for $2. I wonder what they're going to do with Hawkman, because didn't they did cast him for the Black Adam movie, but are they going to do anything with that character, or are they kind of done with him? Like, what's the deal?
I don't know, but of all the things you could say about the Black Adam movie, like it or not, that Hawkman was dope. And Nick's taking that one rating.
He was. And I also really liked Dr. Fate, too. You know, Pierce Brosnan did a great job as that character.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping, you know, they do it on the TV shows too. When they had them, Hawkman was in Smallville for a little bit, but they didn't have Hawkgirl. Then in Legends of Tomorrow, they started out with both of them, and then they both disappeared. And then now it feels like in the movies, well, in one version of the universe we had Hawkman, now we have Hawkgirl, and I'm like, can we just get them both at the same time for just a little bit?
Yeah, and you know what we need to see with them? Like, we really need to see, Hawkman and Hawkgirl together doing this. We do. We need to see it. They're fated. They're supposed to have sex with each other and stuff. They make little hawk babies. Hawk Tua.
Oh, off the rails, man.
Off the rails. We're going to get canceled today. Copen Kids Club. You want to join or you're not cool enough? Copen Kids Club. Incredible Hulk 366 is $2. Katrina's saying we don't need to see that. I beg to differ. All right. Chain Gang War number 1. Look, I mean, if you thought it was bad before, we now got the Chain Gang War. Not only is this a foil cover, it's also embossed. The chain links are actually embossed. $2 on this for the Chain Gang War from DC. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 9. She's fighting Beast here. That's going to go for $2. What If featuring Daredevil and Captain America, plus a story featuring Vision and Scarlet Witch. That's $2. And X-Men 2099 number 1 is $2. What you watch in your bedroom is your business.
Onrie might be thinking of the other aptly titled "This Ain't DC."
Are you talking about the Chain Gang War? Is that what you was talking about?
No, we were talking about the Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Oh, yeah, where I showed them, doing their thing. So when I was in Portland a couple weeks back. I was there with Roberto, and when I was in his house, or actually we went to Chipotle. We were talking, and I did that little motion for him too, so he got to see that, which I thought was pretty awesome. I think it's cool. Promo books, real quick, and then we're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to show them off again. I have Stan Lee's Superman. Just Imagine Superman, $5. Just Imagine Batman. How are these books still here? They're $5 a pop. Swamp Thing 48, $3. Incredible Hulk 221, $3 on this. Iron Man 131, $3 on this. Sorry, $5 on this. Moon Knight number 29, $3 on this. Or sorry, $5 on this too. X-Men King Size Annual number 6 is $3, and Avengers 226 is $3. I will see you guys in a minute. We're gonna fill up the rest of this row when we get back. We're gonna go over the bottom row one more time, and then we're gonna close out the show. I'll see you guys in a minute.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dozed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
You're watching Kickin It with Onrie, the live shopping show.
All right, we are back. Thanagar Rugrats. What was the Thanagar Rugrats show?
Because Hawkman and Hawkgirl are Thanagarians.
Oh, holy crap! How did I miss that?
And when a Hawkman and a Hawkgirl love each other very much, and that's how that happens.
Here, let me show you what they do, guys. They do this.
That's right, kids. They get married. He's putting a ring on the finger.
He's putting a ring on it, but it's the wrong finger.
We all know that.
You saw Eastbound and Down, right, Jay?
I've watched a little bit of it. Very funny show. Danny McBride is hilarious in that.
Yeah, he's my spirit animal, just so you know. We're going to switch over to $5 trades. I have a handful of $5 trades here for you guys. Starting with Saga Volume 1. This is going to go for $5. I have an independent graphic novel here called Threads going for $5. I have Spider-Man Mysterio Rising. That's going to go for $5. I have Iron Man The End, which is going to go for $5. Eclipse by Yusunshin artist Giovanni Timpano. That's going to go for $5. And The Death of Superman is going to go for $5. So last week we did $5 trades, and I had a big stack of them. And you guys just ate them up really, really quickly. And I'm now out of them almost, except for the books that I have left here. The next series I have is Saga. So I got a bunch of Saga books. These are single issues. I have 56, 59, 60, 68, 69. Look what they did with issue 69. 71. If you want these books, it's 2, 4, 6. I will do all 6 for 12. I think it's a pretty clever cover, honestly, for an issue 69.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. You have to read the book. Not everything about sex is bad. Good things come out of sex. Children. And divorce. Divorce comes out of having sex, you know. It's all good. All right. Captain America Annual number 9 and number 10. We got a Mike Mignola cover. $4 on these. All right, we got another double rack here. And I'm willing to do something pretty crazy right now. If you guys want to take everything off my boards here, that is everything, including all these $5 trades, I will do it all for $30 right now. All of these books for $30. $30, not $25, because you're getting a bunch of $5 trades here. Yep, I'm done having kids. Kids finished. Done. I'm 2 and done. I love my boys, but I'm done having kids. The baby phase is the worst. Everybody's like, oh, babies are so cute, which they are. They are very cute until you have to change their diapers and deal with them, and you don't get any sleep, and you have to deal with the teething, and you have to deal with all the other crap that, you know, comes with being a parent. And it lasts for like ever. You don't have a life. You just, everything is about your kids. Every second of your life is about your kids. You're always stressed out because you're like worried of, you know, what if you can't take care of them and do all that stuff, you know? And then they get bigger, and then like when they're little, they like really love you, and then like once they reach like 13, like stupid Max, like then they like hate you and don't want to ever see you again, and like it's terrible. It's awful. It's the worst. Stupid kids.
One day he's gonna realize how awesome his dad is.
Are you talking about me or Max?
You already know you're awesome. I'm talking about Max.
No, I was talking about my dad. Am I going to realize my dad's awesome one day?
Oh.
I hated my dad my whole life, and now I realize he's awesome. The end. All right. I'm going to give you guys another second here for all these books at $30 or get anything on the rack at $2 a pop. Last call in just a minute here. We got about 15 minutes left on the clock here. So 15 minutes left on the clock, and then I am off until Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday afternoon at 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, and 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll be showing off new comics. I have a little bit of a budget to work with after today's show because we moved some volume. Not a lot, but some volume. And so, yeah, I'll go out and get some stuff for Thursday. So we have an exciting Thursday show. All right, I am taking all this stuff down.
I'm guessing folks didn't get the Saga because almost everybody has Saga. Is that what it is, folks?
No, they didn't buy Saga because they didn't want to support me. They didn't want to help out Onrie. They wanted to help out someone else. It's all about me. You read Saga because of Onrie, not because of you.
It's your show. It should be about you.
Oh. I'm such a jerk. And it's not Saga, actually, Jay. It's called Sega.
Oh, Sega.
No, you're not allowed to sing it like that.
Oh, okay.
Call it Sega, and that's it.
Okay.
And the sequel's coming out soon. It's called Genesis.
Oh.
Sega.
Katrina, I can tell you this, okay? Yes, it's kind of super long. Not as long as Invincible, okay? But let me tell you about Saga. I grabbed it for $10, and by the first 2 pages, I already got why people love it so much. It's a fantastic book. Not usually my thing, but thoroughly enjoyed it. So for $5, it's definitely worth jumping into the universe.
Can you believe this? When the book first came out, my LCS at the time was willing to give you the book for free, if you or like willing to take the book back if you didn't want it. That's how much confidence they had in Saga. How much is issue 1 selling for now?
Anywhere between 10 and up. Just depends on where you get it from. So you're still getting a great deal from Onrie if you get it for $5, folks.
Well, that's just for the trade, but how much is the first printing of issue 1?
Goodness, probably ridiculous.
I gotta find out.
Katrina's gonna give it a shot.
Okay, I got you, Katrina. Hold on. Saga #1 first print. That's the trade, though. There's no way that's a first issue. Yeah, that's not a first issue. I want to see how much Saga #1, the actual Saga #1 first printing is. And is it done now?
No, I think they're still going. They took a couple years off because it's the one by is it Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples?
Yeah, it's $175 for issue 1.
Yeah,
I thought it was a lot more. All right, Katrina's grabbing Saga. Gotcha.
And later on, when you get it, Katrina, you read it, come back and let us know what you thought of it.
Oh, Katrina, speaking of which, since I have you here and we were talking about Grand Rapids earlier, I can host you for C2E2. So if you decide to come out for C2E2, you got a place to crash. There's going to be 6 other people here with you. So C2E2 is going to be a full house this year for me. I'm going to be hosting Mel and Mog, Fabrice, Fua Richardson and her husband, and Katrina if she joins in. So we're going to have 6 people in the house. It's going to be a fun time. I already told you that. Well, I'm telling you again in case you forgot. Okay? Now you know again. All right. Taking these trades back. Saga is off. That's perfect. Right, they're kicking my ass tonight. It's so cold. I shouldn't have allergies right now.
Tell you what, that sounds like that's going to be a ton of fun, honestly.
What, the allergies?
No, oh yeah, the allergies, of course. No, having Mog and Mel and Afua and
I love having. If there's anyone I love hosting, it's Mog and Mel. They're awesome. They're such. Yeah. They're fantastic. Fabrice is my brother. We're always on the road together. But Mog and Mel, I love having them here. They're awesome. They cook. You know, they're clean guests. You know, and everybody who is here is very. Everybody who's staying with me is very respectful. These are people I know very well, and you know, happy to help out. Especially, you know, these conventions can get really expensive too. So if I can ever pay it forward and help my brothers and sisters in arms, I'm happy to do it. Okay, I'm going to go over the bottom row again. But I'm going to do something a little unconventional. Some of these books I'm going to lower the price on all these books. I really want to find homes for these. And tonight I'm going to go real crazy. We got 15 minutes left. Let's try and make something happen here. Okay. So I have Detective Comics $5.56. I had it priced at $3. It's now $2. Incredible Hulk $267. $3 down to $2. Uncanny X-Men $198. $3 down to $2. I have G.I. Joe number 80. $3 down to $2. Fantastic Four $247. $3 down to $2. Absolute Superman number 1, cover A, $25 down to $15. I'm knocking $10 off the cover price. Amazing Spider-Man $329. First Cosmic Spidey $3 down to $2. Berserker number 1, the Mark Brooks variant cover $3 down to $2. Crazy Compin, the host of the Compin Kids Club. That's exactly right.
And she tells us not to encourage you. What is that, huh?
Yeah, exactly. What is that, Katrina? We have the Battle Beast blind bag. I priced it at $25. I'll do it for $15 now. Uncanny X-Men 300, $3 down to $2. Fantastic Four 194, $3 down to $2. Batman number 158. This is Hush 2 Part 1. We're going to go, I went from 10 down to 8. I'll do $6 on it if you want it. Infinity Crusade number 1, $3 down to $2. Wolverine number 50, $3 down to $2 on this. I just threw some really great prices at you guys. I've given you very little room to say no. I'm basically giving these books away. Let's see if we can make a deal. Somebody is interested in something I just showcased. I'm also going to put our FOMO books back up, the ones that did not sell. I've just imagined Stan Lee's Superman going for $5. Just imagine Stan Lee's Batman going for $5. Swamp Thing 48 is going for $3. Incredible Hulk 221 is $3. Iron Man 131 is $5. Moon Knight number 29 is $5. King Size Annual X-Men 6 is $3. And Avengers 226 is $3. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Hide your shame of not claiming anything on my shows by wearing the white hood. The white hood of shame. I love it. You guys gave me great ideas.
Oh, goodness. So I will say this, folks, about the Absolute Superman. Not only, yes, it's a great book. It really is. I am not a speculator when it comes to buying. Okay, but y'all see what's happening with Absolute Batman? I'm kind of seeing not as big as Absolute Batman, but I'm kind of seeing that book go up in value. So that is a 25 plus book all day. And Onrie, you said 15?
15. I want it out of here. I want you to have it. I'm offering a deal right now. We actually sold a Absolute Batman on here, back when I first went back on for $50 to Lorena. I sold another one for $70. I'm doing this tonight for $15. And you're not going to find this anywhere else at this price. I promise you guys. This is a really good price on 1A Absolute Superman number 1. And the Battle Beast blind bag. This is going for like 20 plus bucks now online. What's up, Leonard? How you doing, dude?
And who knows? You could have the 1 in 2,000 in that one.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see how much a Battle Beast blind bag is going for. Okay, they're going for about, anywhere from $10 to $15. Okay, so fine. I'll I'll knock it down. I'll make it even more interesting. If you want a Battle Beast blind bag, I'll do it for $10 right now. I'll stay with the market. $10 on the Battle Beast blind bag, 15 on the Absolute Superman number 1. They do put cover A's in there too.
Yeah, that's the one Kyle got. But at the time he bought it for cover. So
But look, $10, and yeah, you're playing a risk, but you're not gonna, it's not like you're paying the price of one of those rare variants. If you get the rare variant, that's a win. This is like buying a lottery ticket. You could come out ahead, but you could also end up with something else. It is what it is. All right, I got Batman and the Outsiders number 11 going for $2. Starman number 0 was $2. I have Wolverine Origins number 3 going for $2. X-23 Deadly Regenesis number 1. Hey, this is the sequel to Sega, not Saga. Wonder Girl number 1 is $2. Dark Reign New Nation one shot is going to go for $2. All New Exiles number 1, $2 on this. I have Dark Reign The List, Kill Spider-Man. There's remember Dark Reign. Purple Rain, Dark Rain.
Just want to remind everyone while Onrie's looking for some new stuff to show y'all before we close out. Tomorrow on the Experience at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, we'll have the 1 hour comic collectibles with Rex. Then at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, or 9 Eastern, 8 Central, I can't remember the time exactly. Kyle and I will be on, and we're going to be fan casting villains for the DCU. Even if they already have an actor, we're going to be fan casting villains, so it should be a lot of fun.
I think you guys should just cast, what's that girl's name from Last of Us?
Oh goodness, she played the little bear in Game of Thrones. I can't remember her name now, or their name.
Bella Ramsey. Bella Ramsey should just be everybody. She could be Bizarro.
So we're just gonna Pedro Pascal everything.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Bella Ramsey it. Done. I solved your problem. I solved your first world problem. Metal Man number 54. That's going to go for $2. I do see a lot of memes online about Bella Ramsey being cast as Spider-Man and all kinds of stuff. Dr. Fate number 2. Number 3. This is going to go for $4. It's time to play that game again, guys. You guys ready? Does Nope have it? I have Flash number 187 and number 278 going for just $2 a pop. $4. Does he have these books? Yes or no? Place your bets. Yes or no?
Put your pretend money down.
Yes.
Does Nope have that Flash?
All-Star Batman number 6. Number 9 this is going to go for $4. Civil War number 4, $2. Avengers number 22 and 23. That's going to go for $4. No, Leonard saying no, he does not have it. Weapon X number 1 is going to go for $2. Age of Apocalypse one shot is going to go for $2. Alias number 2 is $2. Blade number 4 and number 7 are going to go for $4. And then I have Superman number 31 and Adventures of Superman 500, all going for $2 a pop.
Nick's going to take the Dr. Fate and the Flash.
Whoa, Nick's taking it. But we
there.
still have an answer from Nope.
And just in case nobody saw it, they released the trailer for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and Jessica Jones is in it. And Alias is the Max series for Jessica Jones.
Yes. And we are out of time. Oh my gosh, it's that time now. All right, so it's time to spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. Let's do it.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skidball.
Wonder Man dropped today. Yes.
Yes. All episodes.
We're gonna start watching it next week. We gotta actually finish up Stranger Things first. All right, I'm spinning for Nick. Nick gets a free Marvel book. I'm going to hook Nick up with Wolverine Origins #3. And then free swag for Mr. or Lorena. Lorena gets Charizard #4 from Big Dog Comics.
Hey, did Nick grab both the flashes, or did he just want one of them?
Got them all. He took all the flash.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Nope. Looks like we don't have 187 for you, but I'll be on the hunt for it. Guys, thank you for shopping with me tonight. I will see you guys on Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for shopping with me tonight. I love you all. Have a wonderful night.